Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? I'm just getting the room together. I'm gonna bring this back a little. Michelle's joining. She's just a tad. She's in the other room, just getting ready. I just gotta get the live stream, the phone, guys. I'll be right back, guys. I just gotta get the chat. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Give me a second. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just getting ready with the stuff. I'm talking on the camera.
What are you watching?
It's just Guardians of the Galaxy just started. I just gotta get, guys. I just gotta get the live, the chat phone. I can't read your guys' chat yet. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys.
Chat.
I see 5 6, 7, 8 people. There's like almost a double digits, guys. I just gotta get the chat phone. I'll be back in 2 seconds, getting the chat so I can read, and we'll start. I have Guardians on in the background if you can hear it. All right, guys. I'm done in 2 seconds. I just gotta set up this last thing with the camera. All right, guys, here we go. They're having an amazing lineup on television. I think I told you guys in the past, I love TNT and TBS and shows like that. Grew up with it as a kid. They have amazing lineups of movies. They've had a Star Wars marathon, and now right after Star Wars, just said that Guardians of the Galaxy is on. So they have a great lineup. I had a sort of a lazy day. First time in like 4 months because football's over. I didn't even watch the Pro Bowl. I kind of like caught pieces here and there, but I was mostly watching all the insanity on Kobe Bryant. I'm assuming you guys have seen that. What's going on with Kobe Bryant? Well, what's going on? He passed away. Happy 1 year anniversary, ViewMasters. What's up, Ricky? How are you, my friend? How's it look? Michelle is going to join us in a second. She's going to sit here. She's getting herself ready. But no rush. No rush. I was nice. Daniel D, happy anniversary, Jay. Very sad that Kobe passed away. I cry all day long. Ricky, where are you from? I know you're a Niners fan. I'm guessing you're from the Los Angeles area because you're a Niners fan. It was sad. I mean, it happened very quickly. It was one of those things like there was obviously no preparation. The dude was 41 years old. Very quick. S. Dot broke the Kobe news to people in a coffee shop. Crazy. S. Dot, I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the chat. Machiavelli the Savage. Congrats. Been here since the beginning of The Wire. Machiavelli Savage. Cheers to you, bud. Steph, howdy, howdy. I am from California. Ricky. Yeah, it was crazy stuff. Like, nothing happened all day to me. I had a very lazy day. No football. I had, like, a quick little job in the morning. And then I was, like, making lunch, like a late lunch, and I saw the Kobe stuff. You can hear Guardians in the background. I'm going to diet down a little just so I don't get copyright banned for Come and Get Your Love. Me and Michelle were watching a trivia show earlier today, and the question was, what is the song that he has a dance-off to at the end? I'll wait a little bit to see if you guys know. Guardians of the Galaxy, what's the name of the song at the end that he does the dance-off to? That was in the Schmodown, one of the trivia questions today we were watching. Michelle got it right. I accidentally was thinking this song in the beginning. When he's dancing in Come and Get Your Love, I thought it was that. What's up, J-Dub? Sharky, congrats. Sharky, you look, that's a name I have not seen often in the chat. Welcome. I was in one of your Wire streams. I usually just watch your videos. S. Dot, welcome. It's good to see you. I'm learning so many names now that if I don't see you on a weekly basis, I tend to, there's so many alike names that I think it's just similar and I don't assume it's the same person. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, some of you are Patreon people. If you are, you know that I released a lot of new shows. I did My Little Pony and I did Life on Mars. Life on Mars, really cool stuff. Jay Skills, who's a patron, recommended it to me. He is now the highest tier level of my Patreon. We basically made a little deal where if I watched it, he would be like my highest level. So I'm enjoying it though. Good stuff. Patox 112, happy anniversary and congrats on 3,000 subs. I hope you continue. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was like a weird coincidence. I told you guys last week in the stream that I needed, I think 70 on last Sunday. I needed like 70 to 80 subscribers to hit 3,000. And I was actually going to start doing My Little Pony and stuff midweek because I wanted to get to 3,000 by the time I hit the 1 year. But I don't know if it was Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's got to be that. I got to check out the analytics. But all I know is I dropped Curb Your Enthusiasm, and in like 5 days, I got like almost 100 subscribers. That was like one of my quickest, like 100 to get to 100 subscribers. I feel like that was my quickest ever. So I don't know if it was the fact that I caught up on a lot and did a couple new things and stuff. But yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm, I don't know if you guys saw, but it's actually like getting a lot of response. I don't know if it's that I'm the only one doing it or that I got it out fast, but it was doing like Mandalorian type numbers. I think I'm like 2,000 or 3,000 each part, like 2,000 or 3,000 views in a week. And I didn't get out till late Monday. So that is definitely a winner, but we're just going to talk about whatever. No big deal about how we're doing anything today. I honestly thought that the Pro Bowl, I thought the Pro Bowl actually was on at 8 o'clock. I totally forgot that it was on in the afternoon. So I didn't realize till halftime that it was on, and then after that it really didn't matter. But maybe, I know the Grammys are on. Should I put on the Grammys? Maybe I'll put on the Grammys. We'll kind of do a little watch along of the Grammys while we all chat. Anybody got any comments or anything? It's been too long since I've seen that one, so I can't remember the song. The song. I'm trying to find where the Grammys are. But yeah, I figured I'd do my live streams in my Saints den until football's over. I want to leave this up at least till next week for the Super Bowl. And then after that, I don't really have to worry about it. After the Super Bowl, I might keep it up for a little bit, and then I'm going to take it down till next season. But for now, I figured it makes sense. I think there might be one other channel who does Curb, but that's it. Were they, Steph, do you know if they were doing Curb since the beginning? Because I feel like,
She's the runt of the litter. Her brother and her sister.
guys, I can hear your whole conversation in the corner. Congrats, man. Sad to hear about Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Yeah, DMV, I was just talking about it. It is sad stuff. It's like we were talking earlier. It's like one of those things you definitely do not expect. Came out of nowhere. It was one of those things where my cousin, it's like one of those things, they were saying on the news, like one of those things, like, where were you when this guy died? It's like that big a deal where my cousin actually texted me. I'm shocked that I didn't get notifications before my cousin let me know. My cousin actually texted me and was like, did you hear about Kobe Bryant? And then I looked, and then ESPN had like a million light up things all over the place. But did you cry that I did not, Ricky, but it's not, I just typically don't cry about things. I'm not a crier. So it has nothing to do with me not caring or me not being emotional about it. I just don't typically cry. I think I've cried like a handful of times in my life. Dobby's over to the left of me crying like a banshee.
Oh, she ruined it.
Jesse bought a Saints jersey. If you guys could see it, she's on camera. If you guys could see it on the camera, she got Dobby a Saints jersey. So my cat has a little tiny Saints jersey. What am I watching right now? Tuesday night at 10 p.m. on TNT. Oh wait, my God. The Lakers home game versus the Clippers on Tuesday night will be on Tuesday night. Actually, I think I'm wrong. I think like they just react to clips. Yeah, you guys can see Dobby's got a little Saints jersey. Oh, now she's gonna have to jump back up there. She's got a little Saints. She'll have to jump back up and play more with it up here.
Dobby.
I am mad because NFC lost to AFC. Yeah, Ricky, that doesn't happen often. I'm pretty sure I forget the exact stats, but I think it was like the NFC wins like 80% of the time, which is like 4 out of 5. Every 4 out of 5 the NFC wins. So it isn't often the AFC wins, but I didn't really watch much of it. All I saw was I did get a notification on the phone about Drew Brees got a pass off to Michael Thomas. It was the first scoring play of the Pro Bowl was Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. So 38-33. I saw the score. AFC won by 5. I wonder what the spread was. They actually have point spreads, and you could bet on those games. I actually wonder what it was. And there are a ton of basketball games on right now. I wonder, they must be doing all sorts of tributes at halftimes and stuff like that of all these games. And there's the Grammys. So, Ricky, to answer your question, I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm putting the Grammys on now. I figure it's something current. People want to know. Any of you guys watching the Grammys? I'm only curious because I want to see if they do something for Kobe Bryant. It started at 8 o'clock. It's 8:15. I want to see if they do some sort of like tribute. I'll turn it up a little so I can hear it better. Haven't watched the Pro Bowl in years. I usually just have it on in background. Today, I got to say, this might be the first year I can remember where I actually didn't watch it. I usually always at least have it on. I literally I didn't forget about it. I thought it was on at like 7:30 was kickoff, 8 o'clock. That's what I thought. By the time I realized, when I realized was when I got the notification, said Drew Brees got a pass off to Michael Thomas in the Pro Bowl. I'm like, wait a second, it's like 3:30. So I didn't realize, and then at that point, I really didn't care, and I was already doing other stuff, so never ended up watching it. They just had a tribute for him. DMV, which game are you watching? Because I saw a bunch up. I should have probably put them on, but I figured the Grammys was more current. I'm curious to see what happens. But there was a lot of basketball games on. Let's go Niners in the Super Bowl. Ricky, I'll be live streaming it. I'm going to be live streaming the Super Bowl. So I don't know how it's going to go. If it's going to be the same thing I do with football. I might be all over the place because there might be people over. There might be food around. So it isn't going to be like typical Jay in a chair screaming and taking shots. I will drink again. You guys can see there are wine glasses on the table. I am gonna have some champagne or some wine or something like that at some point just to celebrate. I just figured I'd wait till a lot of people till people came in and we got like a nice little conversation going. Michelle hasn't even arrived yet. She's here. She's just in the other room. Grammys had one for him too. Oh, they did? DMV, I must have missed it. What did they do? I should have put it on first. I totally forgot the Grammys were on, and then I remembered. I wasn't sure if they do it that quick. What did they do? Like a little something in the beginning? Did they have like a moment of silence or something? I wanted to see what they were going to do. I got to watch the Life on Mars reaction, but haven't gotten to the latest Misfits one. Steph, I'm definitely digging Misfits. I think it was Jay Skills. Someone in the Patreon told me, because in the video I say that the download I have says that it's got 7 episodes this season. It says it's got 7 episodes in season 2, and there's only, and Jay Skills said that there are 6 episodes and that the 7th one is a Christmas special. Steph, maybe you can enlighten me on that one, Steph, because I'm curious, is the Christmas special canon? I think he said it's basically like Misfits 2.5. So I'm assuming I should watch it, or is it something like I shouldn't even bother with? Just out of curiosity. Talked briefly about the news. They showed a picture of him, had the lights shine on his jersey in the Staples Center. That was nice. Caden Pasavek, congrats, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got the microphone is right by the phone, so everything you're doing is probably coming up really loud. I have to go back in the chat. I definitely missed stuff. Apparently, Fox Sports will be streaming the Super Bowl in 4K for the first time ever. Really? Says all you need to do is create an app and download the app. Apparently, Fox Sports DMV I already have because I have cable. I already have Fox Sports on my Roku TV, and my Roku TV is 4K. I was under the impression, though, that several games were already in 4K. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm thinking back to HD days. But I thought, oh, by the way, as you can see, Michelle is here, guys. I didn't realize you're actually on camera. Michelle is here, obviously. But
Hi.
Yeah, she says hello, obviously. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I was under the impression they were already in 4K. But I don't watch a whole lot of them. The funny thing is the only 4K TV I have is in my bedroom. But my cable box is in my living room, which is not 4K, it's HD. But I haven't really noticed because I don't watch games live. When I'm in my bedroom, I stream them on my computer, and my computer monitors aren't 4K. So I don't think I've ever realized whether or not it was. But I honestly, I'm probably live streaming it next week in my living room, and I do not have the 4K TV. It almost makes me want to move it in here. Happy anniversary. What's up, Ray? You should watch the Christmas special because something important happens. Okay, but Steph, I'm assuming did they consider it like an episode 7? Because I don't remember it. I'm turning this down because it's distracting.
It's distracting.
I'm actually getting distracted. Alicia Keys.
Really sparkly.
Alicia Keys is giving some sort of speech and it's like distracting me.
She's really pretty.
But yeah, is it something like? Does it follow right after episode 6, or is it like a total like solo like self-contained story? Do. I think I'm all caught up in the chat. So I found these.
Interesting.
I have Canadian Club whiskey. They're like I literally got them on jobs from people, but they're sealed. And Seagram's whiskey, but they're old. Like they're like old bottles.
This whiskey is 6 years old.
It says what?
It says on it actually 6 years old, but obviously it's a lot older than that now.
It's probably aged 6 years or something. This one.
Yeah. This is probably.
Daniel D says hello, Michelle.
Hi. I'm trying to figure out when this was actually made. There's got to be a date on here somewhere. I feel like you should not open this. Oh God. This is from 1978. You're not opening this.
All right.
And
we're not.
No, we're gonna save these.
Well, that one is that one old. That one. Probably.
Yeah, 1978. So these were actually made in like that age 6 years, so 1972.
I get interesting bottles on jobs all the time. I only keep the ones that are sealed. So these were the sealed bottles. This is the same guy that gave me the Old Wild Turkey. Now I have Seagram, and I have the Jack Daniels. You guys saw it. It's a 100-year-old bottle. Like, not 100, but almost like 85-year-old bottle of Jack Daniels.
That looks exactly the same. It hasn't changed.
If you go up front, it's like a cloud.
Wait.
Be very careful with it.
I'm not going to touch it.
Like $1,000.
Yeah, no, because I'm going to totally touch it.
It's like the label and everything, but it's.
Wow.
I think
it looks like a regular bottle.
But it's like cloudy. It's like that cloudy Western, like, you know, like in Westerns, it's like that cloudy glass look.
Yes.
But now I have a vintage bottle of Jack, a vintage bottle of Wild Turkey.
You should
Seagrams.
not leave this here. You should put this somewhere because someone might accidentally drink it.
Well, everyone that it ever comes over knows what it is.
Okay.
One day we're gonna open it. The thing was, that is like a at least couple $100, maybe $1,000 bottle of Jack Daniels. This Christmas that just passed, I told my brother we were going to crack it open and drink it for Christmas, but then my mother got hurt, and we didn't want to crack open 100-year-old Jack Daniels when my mom had just got better from the hospital. So there is also champagne, but we're going to do that in a little bit. I told people, you're not allowed to have it yet. She's banned. No, I'm just joking. I'm making it like you did something wrong. There's also, well, we're not going to drink that, but there's also peanut butter whiskey. Jesse,
I think I'll pass on that.
Right, Jesse. I mean, we're not going to drink it because it's Jesse's. But Jesse got peanut butter. It's by a company called Screwball, and it is the most delicious. Isn't it pretty delicious?
It is. It has a really interesting taste to it. It really does taste like peanut butter.
It tastes like peanut butter, but I think Michelle and me like harsher whiskeys. I don't know. I'm not like a fan of like very flavored things.
So I feel like that would be really good with like chocolate, hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be really good with.
That would actually be pretty like or your coffee. Like a spiked coffee.
Yeah.
It fits into the show chronologically from what I remember. We're talking about Misfits here. So yes, anybody in the chat want to talk about anything? We're going to probably have a drink. Or two. Or three.
What's that?
This is Cuddy.
What's that?
Whiskey. Scotch whiskey.
Okay. Done. Sold.
Scotch whiskey. Cuddy. This is Cuddy Sutter. Well, here, we have to be civil people about this.
Like real glass.
Civil. Okay. Civil.
Well,
let's just pour them in these wine glasses.
Deal.
We're going to be civil about these shots, but we're going to pour it in these wine glasses. Because I forgot shot glasses, so I like the taste of bourbon. Ray, I am a bourbon man myself, but I tend to... Valentine? I've had them all, darling. I've had every type of liqueur you can imagine.
I had Valentine's when I was in France. It was delish.
That is our shots of Cuddy. All right, we're gonna do. This is our shot for the 1 year anniversary, 3,000 subscribers.
Woo-hoo.
Most of my regulars are in the chat. I don't see Ryan or Seedless Watermelon or Seedless Watermelon is one of my regulars. But I'll do another shot later. So cheers, guys, to 1 year. This is a cheers to you guys. Thank you.
That's smooth.
What if I'm like, bruh? Yeah, it was actually pretty smooth. I haven't seen Seedless in a while. Steph, he's been coming on sporadically. Like, the same days you're on, Steph, he, like, jumps on when you're, like, not here. Like, you'll be like, I'm going to go eat dinner or something, and he'll come on for, like, 10 minutes, and then he's gone by the time you get back. So, he is around randomly, but very less frequently. But he also told me in one of the most recent chats he was in, he did tell me that he isn't a sports fan. He, like, follows stuff, but he said he's not really a sports fan. So he said he kind of but like didn't really jump in the live streams because he didn't really like have much to say about the sport in general.
That is a beautiful man on TV.
I know.
He's very sparkly.
I've definitely seen him before.
I don't know who he is, but he's really, really.
Where in the
Really
world
sparkly.
do you get peanut butter whiskey? J Dub. Me and my sister went to Costco the other day. I live in Jersey. You all know that, I'm assuming. But I live in Jersey, and we went to Costco, and they were sampling peanut butter whiskey outside the liquor store next. Well, the liquor store's in the Costco, but it's separate. So on your way in, there is literally a guy like, if you're 21 and older, you could sample this peanut butter whiskey. So I was like, we had a shot. It was delicious. But like I said, I'm not big with flavored stuff. I like aged whiskeys or like bourbon, stuff like that. I like aged stuff, but I like the bite. I like the harshness. I'll take a chaser or something, but I like that harshness. So we did the shots, but I didn't buy it. Jessie couldn't resist. She likes that flavored stuff. She makes like the flavorful cocktails and stuff like that. So Jessie got the bottle. It looks like her and Robbie went a little like crazy last night because it was brand new and they're down to like a half a bottle. Me and Michelle had a shot with them, but that's it. We had one shot and it's about a half a bottle killed. So they must have had a good night. So what's the current lineup for YouTube shows? I know you've been throwing out some new ideas. Yeah, guys, anybody in the chat watch My Little Pony? If you guys watched the My Little Pony, what do you think? And if you didn't, what do you think? I had a lot of people emailing me. I have like all the shows that people recommend to me. I have written down, and then I put checks next to them. Like the more people recommend them, like if 3 people recommend it, I put 3 checks, stuff like that. My Little Pony has secretly had the most requests of any show I've done on the channel. So they're quick little 20 minutes. They're all on Netflix. So I didn't have to buy anything or download anything new. I didn't have to like waste a whole lot of time. And they seem to be edited up pretty easy. So I figured I'll throw it up real quick. I know I still didn't get a Deadwood out. I feel so bad. Every week I get everything out or I catch up more and more on everything. I add new things. I have been slacking so much on Deadwood. You guys on Patreon know I'm already halfway through season 2. It's such a long show. It takes me the longest to edit. And the biggest thing with Deadwood is I filmed them all before I corrected the auto. In case you guys are wondering, why have you not got Deadwood out on the YouTube channel? I filmed them way before I had the audio fixed. So now what I have to do is I have to go take the episode, throw it into DaVinci, crank the audio, render it, and then take that video, then plug it back in, and then edit it up. So I basically got to do the procedure I normally do. I got to do like 3 times over to get the audio loud enough where you guys could hear it. Because I don't want to like throw Deadwood videos in that are not on the same level of the audio I've been doing. It'll confuse people, and people start asking questions like, why did Deadwood get bad again? And then people are going to think I don't realize, but I do. So Deadwood's been taking me longer because I have to chop it up and correct the audio, and it's going to take a while. So eventually it will be up. Since season 2 started, I did the audio right, though. So all I got to do is correct the audio on episode 11 and 12, and once season 2 starts, I got all the audio right. I'm so happy I figured it all out because now that I've got the system down, it's so much easier. I throw it up on Patreon. You guys that see the Patreon videos, you see I do it completely unedited now. I say hi to you guys. I do my intro. I watch the show. I do my close, and then I say goodbye to you guys. So if the fact that I do it all in one fluid video makes it so much easier to edit, and you guys get immediate access on Patreon. So just to let you guys know. But yeah, so I did Life on Mars, My Little Pony. But the lineup right now, I'll tell you in a second. I just want to catch up on the chat. Sorry, Michelle, that I'm talking my head off and you have nothing to
That's
include.
okay, I got the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, yeah, Michelle, we have the Grammys on, and the Jonas Brothers have been putting on a show that has lasted like 10 minutes at this point. I'm not, out of the corner of my eye, I've been watching. The Jonas Brothers have the stage covered in shit and 500 dancers.
And they're all wearing pearl necklaces.
And they're very shiny.
They are.
And it just ended. Finally ended after 32 minutes. Will you continue the Banshee reaction anytime soon? J-Dub, I'm assuming you are a patron, if you know about Banshee. Banshee was a request by Steph because she's a higher tier level. She gets to request a show. It wasn't that I was going to continue the show, it was the request. So, if she requests it again, I'll watch another, but eventually I will watch that show. The requesting a show thing is just to get me to jump onto the show you want. But I will. It's not like until you do it again, you never get another Banshee. I will eventually do it. But honestly, out of the two, I love Fringe the best. Out of like these are the shows I've done for patrons so far. Life on Mars, Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, it's very
Look
early
at
on.
her dress.
I know. I just saw
Like
it.
her boobs are like.
Yeah, they're like taped up.
Yeah.
Star Trek Discovery, New Next Generation, Banshee, Fringe, and Life on Mars. I already said all those were requests from patrons. So those aren't regularly weekly scheduled shows. But if I had to pick one of the five, would either be Life on Mars or Fringe. Fringe is probably the way I'm gonna go, but Life on Mars I really dig too. I also am gonna. I think I'm gonna watch Life on Mars anyway because me and Jay Skills had a deal. So I think I'm gonna watch Life on Mars weekly, but it's only gonna be Patreon exclusive. I will eventually chop it up and get it on the YouTube channel. But right now, Life on Mars, My Little Pony, and whatever else Steph and Daniel D request are going to be exclusive to Patreon. And then eventually I will chop them up. I just want to catch up on everything else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see the response My Little Pony gets. My Little Pony is out on YouTube right now. And I'm going to see what kind of response it gets. So far, it's got like 200-300 views, something like that in a day. Not too shabby. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to jump ahead on that.
Dress.
I know. Lizzo just won an award for something. What did she win for?
Everyone looks so beautiful. The best pop artist.
Best pop artist.
Best female pop artist.
Best female pop artist, Lizzo.
Or, sorry, best solo.
Michelle, you're useless. Leave the room. No, I'm just joking. But Lizzo won. Lizzo won, and her dress
is beautiful.
Is enormously. It literally looks like a wedding gown. She's flowing down.
It's like black with sparkles.
I dig it.
Really pretty. I like it's off the shoulder.
Congratulations to Lizzo. But yeah, if I had to pick one, it's gonna be Fringe. That is the one I've been waiting on forever.
It's got like a train on the back. Sorry.
That is the one I've been waiting on forever, and Fringe will probably be the way I go. But Banshee will eventually be watched. Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it. It's just, I feel like I'm not as big into cop dramas as I am into science fiction, like fantasy type stuff. And Fringe reminds me of like a supernatural mixed with like an X-Files or Lost. A lot of things going on. It is J.J. Abrams, I think, so it does make sense. But yeah, more Fringe, says Ray. Just can you close that just in case? Because I have the heater on like you guys do. Thank you. Oh, is it Dobby time?
Dobby time. Oh no, she got it off.
Oh my God, Dobby somehow got her Saints jersey off. Dobby got her Saints jersey off. That dirty hooker. So Banshee is a show I think you'll enjoy, but Fringe is a show you'll love, I think. I definitely agree, Steph. That's what I'm saying. I gotta go with priority. I still haven't seen The Boys, Watchmen, and what was the other new one that just came out? Oh, The Witcher. All three of those I've been dying to see. I haven't even watched them because I want to react to them. So there's just, reactions really slow you down. Old Jay would have binge watched everything you guys ever told me. But because I have to edit them all, that's why Patreon does make life a little easier. I could just like out of nowhere just sit back, watch a show, throw it up on Patreon, and then you guys see what I'm doing, and I don't have to get it up on YouTube. I kind of get feedback from you guys. So it is very cool to have Patreon. I also didn't realize, but I thought I was doing a monthly subscription. I did a yearly thing for Patreon. So it was like $300 for the year. So the good thing is I have enough people subscribing that it will pay that off. But I didn't realize the subscription for the site I use to do Patreon is $300 a year. Just for like the lowest subscription thing. But that gets me like full access to do the website how I want and gives me 20 gigs a week. I didn't think 20 gigs would be a whole lot, but it seems like it's working out each week. A couple weeks I did run out and I had to wait till the next week loaded, but those were also weeks where I not only did my normal shows, which I'm doing 5 or 6, but I did like 3 or 4 bonus shows. So even those weeks, I almost had enough data. So, like I said, if it starts getting to the point where I'm doing 10 private show reactions and stuff, I'd be making enough money where I could justify getting more gigs and stuff like that. So all that is working out well. Vimeo seems to be working out well. The people who use Patreon, how's it work out for you guys? You find it pretty easy to access? And here comes Dobby. We're gonna have a Dobby feeding. Here goes Dobby. Dobby's gonna eat with her Saints jersey. Did you see the Saints jersey? Dobby's got her little kitty Saints jersey on. Go ahead, take your time. It's so funny. Her legs get hooked under the jersey because it's actually long in the back like real NFL jerseys, and she has to walk slower. You guys see how hyper Dobby usually is? She's forced to slow her roll because she can't run around with the jersey on. I told Jessie that she should leave it on all the time so Dobby learns to be more patient. She'll be forced to like slowly walk from place to place. She's adorable though. Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Look how adorable she is. The sleeves go right to her paws. It is the most adorable thing ever. It literally looks like she's like a baby little cat in a blanket. It's fine, and Vimeo seems to work okay. I have no complaints. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know from your guys' angle, it probably looks a lot different because I just upload them. I don't have to use Patreon to view them, obviously, because I run the channel. So I don't really know how it works. And when I jump on, it says this is a creator account, which is different. And I've never done Patreon before that. So really in the dark about it. Look at little Dobby. Oh, she's actually nice and calm and like eating normal. I'm shocked.
I know. I've never seen her eat like this.
She's not going nuts and devouring. I think she realizes she can't jump back and forth because of the jersey. I think it literally is forcing her to have to behave herself. What is Edie Falco doing? That's Edie Falco from Sopranos, remember? You've seen Sopranos, right?
Aren't they making a Sopranos movie?
They're making a new Sopranos movie, and there's a commercial for Edie Falco. And guys in the chat, you let me know what you think about this. Last night, me and Michelle were watching Usual Suspects. Got about an hour in, and she has never seen Usual Suspects. And she was also going in and out for cigarettes, so she wasn't paying full-on attention, and she has no idea what Kaiser Soze is. She has no idea what the ending is or anything. I think I might record her reaction to the second half of Usual Suspects and edit it up and throw it up on the channel. What do you guys think of that? Because Usual Suspects is one of the most talked about endings of movie history. And Michelle,
I can't believe
Michelle doesn't even know. She said no one's the movie buff she is. We did movie trivia. She probably got more right than me in this round. We did like a round. I was miserable in the first round. She was nailing them. So she is well knowledged in movies. And somehow there are a few classics that we miss. I've never seen Avatar. I've missed other classics like that. She has never been spoiled about Usual Suspects. So I think I might have her after the live stream sit down and we're gonna watch the end of Usual Suspects, and then I'll edit it up and throw it out, and it'll be like Michelle reacting to the ending of Usual Suspects.
The only thing I knew about Usual Suspects is that one scene, and that's the most famous thing I know. Is the one scene where they're all lined up in the beginning.
Yes.
And
she knew about the lineup.
And Benicio del Toro farts and everyone's laughing.
Yeah. She knew about the lineup.
That's the only thing I knew.
That's why I didn't realize. I would have had her watch the whole movie, but we were kind of watching it, and she knew about the lineup, and she knew the behind the scenes of the lineup. So I was like, oh, she must at least know she didn't see it, but she knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I've seen the lineup seen many, many times.
So
and I've never seen the actual full movie, and it's a really good movie.
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies.
And I love Gabriel Byrne. He's a really, really good actor. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go with Benicio del Toro.
She thinks
or Kevin Spacey. I'm pretty sure it's Benicio del Toro. It might be Kaiser Soze.
Yes. She was trying to figure out.
I have no idea.
At the halfway point, no one. I mean, you could talk in the chat because I'm reading it and she's not. So I won't say. You could say spoilers and joke about it. But she's never seen Usual Suspects. She was going in and out of the building, and she realized that Benicio del Toro wasn't around, and she thinks he might be Kaiser Soze, but she's leaning towards, you said Gabriel Byrne, too.
Yeah, I did 4 people.
Yeah,
I was like,
maybe
it's the lawyer chick. But
yeah, that's right, the lawyer chick. I couldn't remember the other one.
I was all right, well, maybe it's Kevin Spacey, but no, I don't know. It's very hard because I know to expect the unexpected.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think of who might it be.
Her 4 right now, I think there was a 5th one too, but she said she thinks it's either Benicio del Toro's Kaiser Soze, the female lawyer that's Gabriel Byrne's like ex-girlfriend, Gabriel Byrne or Kevin Spacey.
And that's it.
She thinks it's one of those four. That's what she told me. And we stopped watching at the midway point.
Yeah, you wouldn't let me watch it. And I was like, God damn it, I want to know. It's so good.
But now remember what I'm telling you. She did go in and out of the room. She may have
pretty much paying attention.
She was paying attention, but she may have missed things.
Yeah.
And she's thinking
I was watching it when
Benicio del Toro might be Kaiser Soze, Kevin Spacey, the female lawyer, or Gabriel Byrne. One of those four.
I don't know. I feel like Kevin Spacey might be a good Kaiser Soze, but I don't know. Benicio del Toro wasn't with them when they were like getting those letters with. Or wait, I saw they all got the weird confidential thing, but there was one scene where they were all like talking to some guy, and there's the four of them in the car. There's no Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, she realized that they were all talking in the car, and Benicio del Toro was the only one not there, and they were all talking about how the Kaiser Soze had just given him the letters, like the manila envelopes, and basically showed their background. She stepped out for a cigarette, and then she came back, and she realized Benicio del Toro was gone, so she thinks it's possible it's him, but she also said it could be Gabriel Byrne, the female lawyer, because the female lawyer, she said, she noticed, pops up. Like she was in the beginning, then she popped up in the end, she's working for the guy. So
I know it's somebody unexpected. There's a good plot twist there, but I'm just not sure exactly what it is.
Yeah. So
I think I've got a good guesses though.
So after
You told me it's one of them. Yeah, I don't know which one.
You did, yeah. I did tell her it is because she was very adamant about it. So I did tell her it was one of the two. You can pour our shots for us, though. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna film that later. After we're done, it's not even 9 o'clock. I'm gonna do this for like.
Wait, when are we opening up the champagne?
I'm thinking, should we open it?
I feel like I shouldn't have poured those.
Because I was wondering, did you want to drink it, right?
I want to drink the champagne.
Then we'll do the shot and then we'll open the champagne. But we're gonna drink this. We're gonna open the champagne in like 10 minutes, and then
poured way too much.
You son of a bitch. Watch, I don't know if those poured it. I guess they did. Have you heard the story where Benicio del Toro kept it? Yes, Ray, that's what we were talking about. Michelle knew about all that. That's why I thought she knew the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're literally watching it last night. She did tell me I've never seen the movie before, but she goes, I know about the lineup.
Yeah, I've seen that scene many times, but that's the only scene from the movie I've seen.
Yeah, so she knew about the behind the scenes with the farting. That's why they're all laughing.
Because farting is funny.
Yeah, Ray just mentioned it all. But yeah, no, we definitely saw that. The building is on fire. That's what I just thought of when I saw that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
we were watching viral videos before, and there's a guy dancing around flaming buildings, so I'm thinking of the building is on fire. But look at this guy. Grammys are on. But yeah, as far as Ray was asking before, my lineup right now... Whoa, I just lost my voice for a second. The lineup right now is... I'm going to... Each week... That was weird.
He just fell into the fire.
That was crazy looking. Each week, I'm going to try to get out...
Pit from Temple of Doom.
It did. Each week, I'm going to try to get out Barry, Always Sunny, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Deadwood, and Misfits. I know it's a lot. That's what I said I wouldn't go back to 5 shows. But Always Sunny and Barry, I only got like 4 left of each. So I'm thinking I could power through. And those are easy to edit. Oh, and I got to get Adventure Time too. So there are 6. So that's why Deadwood's been falling behind. Because Deadwood takes the longest. And by the time I chop up all the rest, I'm done. I run out of time. So I'm trying to definitely Adventure Time. Here's my priorities. Adventure Time, Barry, and Misfits. Those are my 3 priorities. Once I get them done, try to do Always Sunny because it's real quick. And now Curb Your Enthusiasm, I want to get out weekly because it's my weekly show. I always try to throw in a show that's current and weekly. And that one is a week behind in UK. So I'm trying to get that out first. It's getting a lot of views. So I definitely want to get that rolling. My Little Pony is going to be its own little thing on Patreon. And then whatever else I do exclusive, like Life on Mars, is only going to be Patreon. So guaranteed weekly shows right now, guys, is Barry, Misfits, and Adventure Time. Those 3, I'm going to do my damnedest to get out every week. Then everything else is like extra. If I get a Deadwood out, if I get an Always Sunny out, but like I said, Always Sunny's almost done, and Always Sunny gives me no problems. I've literally, guys, gone to the extent of just throwing an entire episode of Always Sunny up just to test it, because certain television stations and stuff have different, like, I guess, rules and algorithms and stuff. I've literally thrown an entire reaction episode up on YouTube and it's stuck. The only reason I didn't leave it up was because I didn't want to push my luck and have them find out and then be like, wait, this guy's throwing up entire episodes and then get a strike. But it worked. So my point is, they are very lenient with what they allow. I could literally just basically cut the episode in half, put it in 2-parters. So Always Sunny's a joke. Barry gives me a little bit of a struggle. All these shows, though, give me problems with music. And Misfits has so much music. I know I'm gonna have trouble chopping up Life on Mars. The most recent Life on Mars was so much music. They literally played the David Bowie Life on Mars song in like 10 minutes of the beginning. It's just Life on Mars by David Bowie blasting like over everything. I'm not going to be able to edit most of those. So you guys on Patreon definitely benefit off of the shows that have a lot of music, because I have to really chop them up. Even in Misfits. Misfits has, in like one of the main episodes, the one where he killed the probation officer, that one had so much music during the end scene where he killed her, you barely see like the whole thing because I had to chop it up so much. So My Little Pony was a teaser then. It's not necessarily a teaser, Ray. I am going to get that up on Patreon. It was a teaser for YouTube. I want to feel people out. Like, I put up Vinland Saga. If you guys remember months ago, Vinland Saga is a Japanese animation, but I think it's in America. I'm not really clear, but I think it's a Japanese animation. I got like 5 or 6 episodes in, and I completely just stopped because it was barely getting 100 views. And since I've stopped, I haven't had one person ask, hey, where's Vinland Saga? So there's just some shows people don't watch. So I basically put My Little Pony up as a tester, but it seems like it's already doing good. It's got like 300 views in a day, and a lot of people have been commenting me. Like, people like, oh my God, thank you for doing this. Like, a lot of people, and they're usually in the comments going, I'm another brony, welcome to the herd. Like, people are very, like, hospitable, like, wanting to bring you in. And that's cool. I like that. I like that there's, like, a tight-knit fandom. But I will definitely do more. I guarantee there'll be, what I'm going to do is, here's my plan. I want to get at least 3 or 4 more up on Patreon, exclusive. That way, when I do episode 2 on YouTube, I could say it's up on Patreon 3 or 4 in advance. I want to get 3 or 4 in advance on every show. Same with Life on Mars. Once I get like 3 or 4 up on Life on Mars, once I get another 3 or 4 up on Fringe, I will start throwing them up on YouTube. I just want to get a nice head start so that by the time I do chop them up on YouTube, people have the option of subscribing to Patreon. Not for nothing, it gives me money to fund the channel so I can do more things like convert that room into a studio that Ray wants to help me with. Ray, my brother, is in the chat, wants to help me convert that into a studio. So the more I get Patreon built up, the closer I do to doing that. And then I will literally go like more and more into this, guys. It's just I have jobs. I have to make money to support my family and my house and stuff like that. So I cannot go gung-ho into this. But like I said, if this actually becomes more of a, even if it becomes a job, so to speak.
Rossi.
Who is it?
Ellen and Portia de Rossi, you know,
oh,
development.
Yeah. Even if it becomes somewhat of a job,
it's Gwenny.
It's fun. I like doing it. I always forget Gwen Stefani and him are a thing. They're showing people in the audience. Pretty. But on that note, it is too bad you didn't have Patreon back when you... Where?
Behind you? I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. Why does somebody have a skull face?
It's probably some artist.
Yeah, but I know who he is. I don't know.
It's too bad you didn't have Patreon back. Yes, Steph. Steph, you must have read my mind. I literally thought the same thing. Umbrella Academy, Steph probably thought this because of what I said before. Umbrella Academy had the most amount of music of any show I've done. Like 10-minute scenes of no talking, just over, like, music blasting over. Amazing to watch, but a bitch to edit. I had to cut so much out during Umbrella Academy. I honestly, guys, I want to put more of the like the past stuff I want to put up on Patreon in full, but like I was saying, I didn't realize how much the audio would present a problem. The thing is, if I use the DaVinci, what I do is I take my videos and I would throw them up on DaVinci, and then I would play with the audio. I didn't realize once it goes on DaVinci, it is the file size is so much bigger, and I can't move the audio. So if I say, like, we'll take an episode of The Wire, if I was to take an episode of The Wire from the past, it would take like 5 or 6 gigs up, which means I'd be able to get like 3 episodes a week out with the 20 gigs I have. The way I do it now is I have all the audio and the lighting figured in before I even do DaVinci. So when I record a video and I have it up, it only takes up like 1 or 2 gigs because I do all the audio and the video before I throw it in DaVinci. I don't know why, but DaVinci forces me to put it into a format that is like 3 times the size of the file I start with. So until I figure that whole thing out, I can't really put up past reactions on Patreon. I can only do the ones that I know to do right. That's why I'm struggling with their Deadwood right now. It's just that Deadwood I gotta get up because it's one of my main shows. So Deadwood is basically gonna be my trial and error. It's gonna teach me a lot about the system. But once I learn it, maybe it's easier than I think. But it seems like it's a lot of work. I'm not familiar with it, so I'm probably going in a huge back-ass way about it, but it is what it is. Right now, that's how I gotta do it. Camille Cabello. Oh, no, that's in 12 minutes. Who just won there? Who's that?
Dan and Shay, and I have no idea who they are. I don't know who anybody is.
Yeah,
I'm like gone.
I'm so lost in the gram. Do you want to keep watching this?
No,
or should I
it's
put on
fine.
audience?
I like all the sparkly clothes.
I know. Best country duo. I've never heard of them. What were their names?
Dan and Shay.
Dan and Shay
I don't like country
won
music.
for best country duo performance, and I've never heard of them. I don't
know any new. I don't listen to the radio, so I have no idea who's popular nowadays. I have no idea.
But here's a shot. Cheers to everybody again. Thank you for being in the chat. Shot time. I think people come in the chats more when they see football and stuff like that. Should we crack this?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to open this up. And then we're going to kill some of this. And then I'm going to make Michelle, we'll make her. I'm going to have her watch Usual Suspects, but that's after this is over. Here we go. It's too bad, but oh, I already read that. What's up, guys, in the chat? We're watching the Grammys. About to have some champagne, little celebration. 1 year. I just think it's hilarious, actually, that a year ago this started because of the Saints. And now I'm sitting in my den of Saints, and we are losers again. I told you about that, right? How I started the whole thing? I was going to say, I don't even know if I told you. But here we go, guys. Watch it hits the phone. What are the odds this hits the phone? I'm calling it out now just in case, but here we go. It's about to pop, and I don't want to... I will die if it hits. There we go.
Whoa!
It went right in the DVD holder.
It did.
So here's some beautiful Brut.
Pink champagne.
It's Red Ruby Brut.
Yummy. That's a lot of champagne.
Little red. Oh, they're doing a tribute. Usher is doing a tribute to Prince.
Oh, cool.
It looks good. Yes, it does. So cheers. Cheers to 1 year. 1 year. I get to share it with the beautiful Michelle.
I like this song. Turn it up. Are you allowed to?
It might give me a copyright strike because it's Prince.
But it's a live version.
It's doing a Prince. I don't know how they do it though, and I don't want to take a chance.
Yeah, I know.
They're doing a live tribute to Prince, and they're playing all his classics, and Usher is doing it, dressed like a New Age Prince.
Yeah.
He's got like a Prince outfit that looks retro. I mean, New Age.
I like this song. I like the version of this that they did for the soundtrack of Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet.
You're a Baz Luhrmann. What are you talking about? What did you just say? I didn't hear anything.
You know, Baz Luhrmann directed the Romeo and Juliet, and I think it was like it came out in
The one
96.
with Leo?
Yeah, the one with Leo. Had a really good soundtrack.
Very good.
And there's a cover of this song, and I like that version of the song. It's in that soundtrack.
Interesting. Which song is it? They
When
just sang
Doves
Little.
Cry.
They sang.
Yeah, When Doves Cry. Sorry.
Yeah, this one is When Doves Cry. Before this, they sang Little Red Corvette. I think they started with Little Red Corvette, right?
I don't really know much about Prince. I just know he was good.
They definitely Little Red Corvette was before this. I think that was the first song. What's the third one? This is Purple Rain. And it's still Doves Cry right now.
Yeah.
But
We're
yeah, guys.
wearing the ballerina pole dancer.
Steph and whoever else is still here chatting away. Steph, I noticed, Steph, you're like, I'm sorry I just said your name 30 times. I'm getting a little drunk because I haven't eaten in a while. I noticed that you are very familiar with reaction videos. I noticed a lot of reactors are doing movies now. I remember when I first started the channel, I felt like not a whole lot of reactors were doing movies. Now I see like the Normies and Blind Wave and a bunch of others are doing like weekly movie watch-alongs, but they're only doing 10 minutes for like 2-hour movies. That's like a lot of chop up. I was just wondering if you've been watching them or if you have any feedback on that. I feel like it's something I want to do, but I also feel like I don't know the limits on it. I guess it's the same fair use as television, but a television show could be 30 minutes and have 10 minutes of fair use. A movie could be 2-3 hours. I'm wondering if you're allowed to use more footage. I mean, I don't know why you know this. Kiss.
Yes.
What's it
Yeah.
called, though? You don't have to be rich to be my girl?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
No idea, but I recognize the song.
I honestly think that Usher is probably the
He's
one
doing
guy.
a really good job.
Yeah.
He's dancing, and then the girl who's dancing with him, who's doing the full, like she's, yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing really good.
I feel like Usher, maybe Jason Derulo. There's a few guys that have those kind of moves that could do like a Prince. But yeah, I was wondering if I should do.
I really like this. This is a good performance.
Yeah. Why are they doing a tribute to Prince? Is it like some anniversary or something? Does anyone in the chat know why would they be doing a tribute to Prince? Just to give a tribute to Prince because he's great?
He died recently. How long ago did he die though?
I feel like it might have been like 5 years ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago, was it?
I feel like it's a while ago.
I don't know.
Who
Time
knows?
flies.
Who knows
Somebody
when
answer that
Prince
question.
died?
I
Yeah,
don't
my
remember.
guess is
'Cause
that
it was
5
recently.
years.
No,
thinking at
I don't
least
think it was 5 years.
That song is called Kiss. All right, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's either gotta be like you don't have to be rich or Kiss because he like abruptly stops on Kiss. Kiss. I dig they have the giant Prince insignia. Like what is that
Yeah.
called? Like what would you call that? His insignia?
I don't know his symbol.
His symbol? I'll go with
Formally,
symbol.
no, I don't know.
The Prince symbol is
Yeah.
like huge in purple on the back wall, like 10 stories
I thought
high.
maybe he died early last year or 2 years ago.
I feel like he died a while ago.
No.
I think you're a god dang liar, and
think
and
it
that
was
was LL Cool J. You're right. It was
Okay,
LL
it was
Cool J.
right.
He looks like he gained weight. He has like a big
He kind
fat
of.
head.
I don't know.
And that is it. Usher just blew all the speakers out. The show is over. No, it's not. Billie Eilish.
I actually like her.
I don't know why, but I like in the weirdest way she intrigues me.
I like
she
that
looks like
song,
something out of a
Bad
horror
Girls
movie.
Go to Hell, or All the Good Girls, whatever. All the Good Girls Go to Hell. I actually like that song.
She looks like somebody like that puts like fake contacts in and then dyes their hair and is like the person you fear in a horror movie but survives.
She literally looks like what I used to dress like. When I was
Well,
in school.
I mean,
She's very talented.
it's attractive in a weird way. But it's like not a bad thing. It's just like a very different look.
I like her because she's an individual.
Oh, is she an individual?
Blah, 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 blah. I just like her because she's different.
Ray said 5 years. Prince died.
Really? Wow, time flies.
Winner, even though Michelle is very knowledgeable. I was impressed. She knew. See, I feel like my flaw in movie trivia is actors' names. I I always feel like that shouldn't even be a category. When people talk movie trivia, I think it's got to be involved in the movie. I feel like, I mean, I've already accepted that is the rules, though. Movie trivia, it involves actors' names, it involves everything
Yeah,
that
there's
has to do with
also,
the
like,
movies.
weird categories.
Yeah,
like
producers, directors, like scripts,
year
everything.
that the movie came
Years.
out.
They have a movie. It's called movie release dates as a category. I respect that as a
They
thing.
had a Streep category.
Meryl Streep is a category, but like
They had
all
a-
that's cool
yeah.
as long as it's within the realm of movies. I just feel like actors' names and directors is like it has nothing to do with the movie. I could watch a movie this is a bad example because I know, but if like Back to the Future, I've watched Back to the Future 1,000 times. I can literally recite the script to you. But what if I didn't know who directed it? I do, obviously. But what if I didn't know who directed it? Because like that doesn't matter. It's not part of the movie. The movie is the movie. The director and the producer and the screenplay and everything. I don't care who did that.
It
Like,
was produced by Steven Spielberg and it was directed by Robert Zemeckis.
and who
And
was?
Bob Gale.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bob Gale. But my point being, I knew you knew that. But my point being, I feel like that is like outsider knowledge. Like I feel like that goes outside of movie trivia. That's like trivia based on movies or something. I don't know. But like that is a category, so it's
all
got to
part
be.
of the movie. I mean, think about it. I mean, you know, everybody, not just the actors, but everybody puts a lot into these pieces of art. I guess you could say.
And
I'm drunk right now.
and but yeah, Michelle. Yeah, my brother says very impressed that you just knew all that you just knew from Back to the Future.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no, there were actors. We were watching the trivia show before, and I was like, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna be honest. I think she got at least beat me by one or two questions. At least one. Put it this way. Pretty sure she got more than me. I don't know.
Yeah,
We
we
didn't really
did.
keep score.
No, we didn't.
We didn't keep score. But if I had to guess, I will be a man and admit that I think she beat me. But like, I'm not making excuses. But I knew the people. I just don't know the
Yeah,
actors'
I know.
names, and she knew them.
The faces come to my head, but I can't remember.
Like who was
Amanda's-
Dominic?
Dominic Cooper.
Dominic
was the one I
Cooper.
got. But Amanda Seyfried, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember her freaking name. I just saw her face.
But see, even her, like Amanda Seyfried was an answer. I always think her name is Amanda Siegfried. I never say Seyfried. I always think it's Siegfried. So I messed that one up. Then Dominic Cooper.
Yeah.
I knew the actor, but I didn't know his name. So it wasn't even like I forgot. Like I just didn't know his name. So I'm like, I can name you five. Like there should be a rule. I know this is never gonna happen, but there should be a rule like if you can name 3 other movies, the guys, and then we'll give it to you. Because I just don't know actors and actresses' names.
Yeah.
But like I could literally tell you 10 other movies the person's in. But that's like part of the game. They say you have to know actors and directors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But
Ask so has your brother seen the footage? Speaking of movie trivia.
Ray, you can ask Ray.
Ray,
Michelle,
I'm talking to the camera. Have you seen the footage of Eric Stoltz as the original Marty McFly from Back to the Future? Because it is really, really weird. You haven't even seen it. I told you. About it, right?
You told me about it, but I think after you told me about it, I did look it up when you weren't around. But yeah. Right, Eric Stoltz. Do you know who that is? I know now because she told me. But had I not
6
seen
weeks
it,
of filming, and they had to fire him because he just didn't have that comedic timing like Michael J. Fox. And they originally wanted Michael J. Fox.
yeah, Ray said I have so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. And they literally were calling everyone into the studio, or and whatever one day, and everyone was really nervous because there's all this tension. So everyone thinks they're gonna get fired or something's gonna go wrong. So I think Christopher Lloyd was nervous that he was going to get fired. Same with the guy who played Biff as well. They all thought they were going to get fired.
What is the guy who plays Biff's name? In real life? I don't know.
I always confuse him with Anthony Michael Hall, but it's not. It's something like Michael Hall or Anthony Hall or something.
Ray, do you know?
He knows. I'm sure he knows.
Jay Rizzo, what's up, brother? Having some champagne and cheersing to a 1-year anniversary of the channel. Hit 3,000 subscribers on Friday. Michelle was the first to tell me. I was editing up a video and she was like going to sleep, but congrats on 3,000 subscribers. I honestly...
Yeah, you were like, oh yeah. You didn't even realize.
On Sunday night, I needed 75 or 78 subscribers to hit 3,000. So on Sunday night last week, so a week from right now, I needed like 78. I don't think I've ever hit 78 in a week. So I was like, this is gonna be rough. I was literally gonna do a race to 3,000. I was gonna make it in the chat and put like race to 3,000 1 year anniversary. So
I told you could do it. I knew it
yeah,
was gonna happen.
I'm like, I've never hit 78 in a week or higher. So I put out a bunch of new shows. I kind of just rolled through the week, got Patreon caught up. And Friday, I was editing up a video, and she's like, yo, you hit 3,000. I'm like, I did not even know. Then I double checked the channel, and it was accurate. I hit 3,000 on Friday. So I haven't even hit 78 subscribers in a week, and I hit like over 80 in 5 days. So I don't know if it's like a numbers thing where like I'm just getting bigger now, so more people are noticing. But I also did put out Curb Your Enthusiasm on Monday. I might have got a shitload of subscribers from Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't know. If that is the case, then that would explain it. But I don't know. All I know is
subscribed from Kate's phone.
yes. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That was it. That's what did it. That one subscriber. She ran into one of her friends, and she said like that. I also know. But yes, no. It just I basically broke our record this week. Hit 3,000 right before the anniversary. And that's pretty cool. 3,000 in a year. If I hit 3,000, if I can only assume it'll be like multiplying from there. But at this point, even if I hit 3,000 a year, and I did this for 10 years, 30,000 people, that'd be pretty cool. But I feel like it grows exponentially from here. Like in the beginning, it took me like a month to get 100 subscribers. It's like so funny. I wish you were around from the beginning. Because in the beginning, it literally took me like a month to get 100 subscribers. I would like celebrate if I got like 30 views. Like I'd be like, I got 30 views on the video. Yay. Now I get like 30 views in the first like 30 minutes. Like there's so many subscribers that people just watch. It's interesting to see the progression, especially like doing it by yourself. Even though, like I said, my brother helps me with a good deal of stuff. I'm not with him doing it. Like he's in Pittsburgh, I'm here. Whatever he does, very helpful. But it's like usually behind the scenes stuff that I don't even like realize. But it's awesome stuff that helps a lot with the thumbnails and stuff like that. But like being by myself doing all this, it's interesting to have seen it grow. Like I was telling her, like I could like Curb Your Enthusiasm hit 1,000 in a day. If that happened a year ago, I would have been like, holy shit, I'm famous or something like that. Now it's like if a show hits 1,000 in a day, I'm like, oh, I got in there first, like good for me. But it's like not, it's like almost like normal. Like Mandalorian did that, Cobra Kai did that. If I get a jump on a show before everyone else, it gets thousands and thousands of views. So I totally dig seeing the whole progression of things. But now you just get like not greedy, but you want more. Like now I'm like, all right, like the Conor McGregor video. Last week I posted up Saturday, right? Last Saturday? Or was it the Saturday before?
Yeah, because I didn't see you last Saturday because it snowed, remember?
Yeah. So like that was like the first time since in the last couple months, that was the first time since the beginning of YouTube where I was like, holy shit, that's like actually impressing myself. Because most of my videos get a couple thousand. Conor McGregor video hit like 75,000 in a day. None of my videos have done that. It is by far the highest. I think it's over like 82, 83,000 now. It'll hit 100,000 by probably the end of next week or the week after. None of my videos even broke 50,000. So that one video has like 3 times what I expected it to do, or I didn't expect it to do anything. It was literally a subscriber that told me about it. So very cool. And Ray said Biff's name is Thomas Wilson.
Thank you. I couldn't remember his name.
The bronies gave you a boost. Jay Skills, what's up? I don't know. I gotta see. I like honestly, I hit 3,000 before I posted My Little Pony. So the bronies might have. I did notice I got since My Little Pony. I've got about 20 or 30 subscribers. So My Little Pony did get me a boost of like 20 or 30 in a day. But I hit 3,000 before I posted My Little Pony. So it didn't help me get to 3,000. But it definitely did bring on a following. And I like that I'm getting different like groups. I'm not like you guys.
Singing to her dad, that's so cute.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't try. I'm not trying to like feed for subscribers. I have a very like wide variety of likes. Like I like all sorts of things. And I'm not kidding. Since I saw the Bronies documentary years ago, I've always been curious. Whenever something like that, like Firefly, people always rave about Firefly. I don't know why, guys, but it just doesn't work for me. I'm probably going to give it a try on the channel. I've only seen episode 1, and I've seen episode 1
Aw,
2 or 3 times. I've tried it multiple times, and I can never get through Firefly. But maybe I'll force myself in a reaction, and we'll see what happens. Because I talk about Michelle not knowing Usual Suspects. I feel like Firefly is the Usual Suspects of the sci-fi fantasy TV realm. Everyone I know raves about it, thinks it's like the greatest thing ever. I've never gotten through Firefly. Just finished binge watching the series You on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I keep
What is that?
Penn Badgley, the one that your sister watches.
You. What's
yeah,
it about?
I can't pronounce his last name. Badgley, the guy from Gossip Girl.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy from Gossip Girl.
What did you think, Jay Rizzo?
He's like a murderer guy. The one your sister was watching that one night.
She is always watching so much stuff.
Okay, we'll watch a trailer for that.
Gonna have to check that out. But Jay Rizzo, what did you think of it? By the way, guys, in the chat, I just binge watched Friday night. I binge watched Aaron Hernandez thing. It's like almost 4 hours on Netflix. 3 episodes, hour 10 minutes plus on each one. It was like 3.5 hours. I binged the whole thing. Very interesting stuff. A lot of the stuff I didn't know, which is funny because I literally was talking to Michelle about it last night. And I go, yeah, you probably wouldn't be interested because it involves football. And she knew more about it than I did. I didn't know about all the stuff with him being like a closet homosexual and how like that might have like amounted to some things and how he had like a thug life back home because like of the people he surrounded himself with. I didn't know a whole lot of that stuff. But the Aaron Hernandez on Netflix, the documentary, very, very interesting. They do it in a weird way, though. I almost felt like the intro was kind of like uplifting, and I almost felt like they were building him up. A lot of the times they were like, yeah, this guy was like the coolest dude ever, and blah, blah. Like almost like they were making it out to be like this guy was like a really cool dude. But he murdered some people. I don't know who did the documentary, and they definitely made him look like a scumbag. But every now and then they'd like really like pile on the compliments, and I was like, I don't know. It's almost like a complimentary video.
Speaking of sports documentaries, did you see the one about Dennis Rodman that was on?
No.
It's actually really, really good.
Older?
No, I don't know when it came out, but I know it was recent, and it's all about Dennis Rodman. And not that I really knew much about him, other than he was kind of like a prankster and a basketball player. But it was really, really interesting. I really enjoyed it actually. So I should get you to watch that.
I will definitely watch that. I love Dennis Rodman. I mean, old school basketball. That's how I grew up with basketball. Late '90s.
Everybody loved the Bulls because of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and late '90s, and that's when I was.
And the two of them were playing, in the. Later, yeah, I think you would really, really enjoy the Dennis Rodman.
I will definitely.
And I'm really not that much of a sports person, but I did watch that and I really liked it. I thought it was really, really interesting, and it kind of, his life kind of shows you, I guess, in the mind of Dennis Rodman, how what goes on in his head a little bit, because he was kind of like a crazy, eccentric guy. And it's really, really interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, remember. No.
Just
remind me, I'll forget. But no, I'm definitely interested.
I think you would like it.
That's how the full-timers get the subs. They can be first on everything. You're doing well for a part-timer. Jay Skills, I see that. I'm not kidding you. Jay Skills is saying that people that are in the business, that do this for a living, get on top of things. I literally will see a trailer drop and Grace Randolph, and the first two I always see is Grace Randolph, and why am I brain farting on the other one? Probably Collider or Real Rejects. Sorry, I'm burping up a storm. I'm drinking champagne. But yeah, Real Rejects, Collider, but mainly Grace Randolph, Stuckman. Stuckman doesn't really do trailers. He does reviews. But a lot of these people, I'll see the trailer drop and they already got a review out. I don't know if they get insider information or if they get a jump on the trailer leaks or something. But I try to get stuff out as quick as possible when it's something of worth, and it always happens so quick. But it was good documentary. I've been curious since seeing it as well. Ray, are you talking about Aaron Hernandez? I think Firefly got canceled after one season, right? I've never seen it, but heard good things. but they can't show you that. Jay Skills got canceled after one season. The fans had like an uproar, and then they made a movie that kind of like finalized everything called Serenity. I know all about it. I am a huge sci-fi fantasy fan, but I don't know, something about like people pitched it to me. They're like, "How do you not like it? It's like Star Wars, like a Western, space Western kind of thing." I don't know. I get it. I get the like the parallels. Like the lead guy looks like a Han Solo character. He got the vest with the pistol. I'm choking to death. But like I get the whole thing. I don't know. I just can't get into it. I also, the last time I attempted it was like 5 to 10 years ago. So I tried it like immediately after it came out, and then like 5 or 10 years ago I tried it again. I'll definitely give it another shot. Yeah, it's the Beastie Boys.
I love the Beastie Boys.
What do they do with the Beastie Boys?
Sabotage.
There's some kind of Beastie Boys. A live documentary right on the Beastie Boys. They're showing a commercial. My brother's like huge fan of the Beastie Boys when we were growing up. I wanted to see what Beastie Boys story, a Spike Jones live on Apple TV. Beastie Boys documentary coming up, Apple TV.
Oh my God, it's a Wonder Woman coming on.
Oh, the Brony documentary.
Commercial.
Good show, 40 million views the first month. Really? For you, they're talking about you. Got 40 million views the first month.
What?
The show You.
Oh yes.
I honestly gotta check it out. She's saying I saw it, but I don't remember. Not that I saw the show.
No, we might have been
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's saying I saw my sister watching it, but I don't remember. I see a lot of things.
How do I feel? Sorry, I like the song from the Wonder Woman trailer. Blue Monday.
Firefly was great. I wonder if I'd still think it is if I saw it today. Same with Battlestar. I'm going to give it a go at some point. I'll go back to Firefly at some point. It's a crime. That show got canceled, thankfully. They did a movie, but that kind of wrapped things up a bit. Ray's talking about the Brony documentary. Oh, it was a good documentary. I've been curious. Yeah, Ray, that's what it was. When I saw the Brony documentary, it was more so... See, like, when people jump on bandwagons like that, I don't know if they're doing it for attention or if it really is, like, a really good product. I'm not mocking anybody or saying, like, anything against bronies or anything, but, like, part of me was like, maybe they just want attention, so they're like, My Little Pony's the shit. But
My Little Pony is the shit. I still have all mine from when I was a kid.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying when I see documentaries like that and lots of people jumping on board, I'm not sure if it's, like, because they're like, oh, this is popular, I want to be jumping on board because like I'll have friends. But it actually was good. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did enjoy it.
There's like a lot of adult jokes in it, right? Yeah.
A lot of adult, and people were telling me it only gets more adult. Like people were telling me that the fact that it is, they said that the fact that they knew adults started watching it, they actually started gearing it more towards adults. So actually makes sense that it would get better. But I very much enjoy it.
No.
No.
I'm warming my butt
Okay.
on the heater like a drunk idiot.
I've been watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I love that show.
And
the new season's on.
Now guess who said that?
Steph.
Yep. See, Steph, I didn't have to tell.
Stuff I do.
I didn't even have to tell Michelle that you wrote that comment because she was raving about the Sabrina show earlier and yesterday. The new one's out, right?
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah. Steph, have you watched it? I've been watching. Oh, you did. I'm assuming you didn't just start watching it from the beginning. I have not seen any of it. Michelle has seen the first 2 seasons, so I don't know much about it except for it's loosely based off of the Clarissa Explain. What's her name? Melissa Joan Hart. Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart.
No. It's nothing like that.
But it's based off the character.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a comic book.
Yeah, I know that. But your season 9 Walking Dead reactions is how I first came across your channel. I've been a fan ever since. Really, Daniel D? I never knew that. I just assumed most of you are from The Wire, or a couple are from Cobra Kai. It's interesting that you found it from Walking Dead, because that was one that I was very sporadic on. I would throw a couple episodes up, but see, the problem with that is that there are a few shows that I watch with family members. One of them is Walking Dead. Walking Dead is like the one of the only shows I watch with my mother. I don't know how it started. I think I told you guys my mother was a huge horror fan. That's how I got into horror, and we just kind of like bond over The Walking Dead. Same with my sister. So it was hard for me to do reactions because my mom would always want to watch it live. And it's when I do a live reaction, it's really hard for me to later on edit in the audio, I mean the video, because I basically gotta take the video, match it up perfectly with the audio, and then like piece it in little by little. There's probably much easier ways to do it, but I'm learning as I go. So it made it difficult for me to do Walking Dead reactions, but we did do the Pike reactions and stuff like that. But it's interesting that you found me that way, Daniel D. I did not know that. Good to know that I'm finding good friends from all the videos. I know a lot of the people are from The Wire. That's pretty much, I want to say the majority. Because American Mom did the shout out to me. When American Mom did the shout out, I got like 200-300 subscribers in the week. She definitely helped me grow in the beginning. But I haven't seen her do a whole lot of stuff recently. I know she recently just started putting out more stuff, but very, very few and far between. I think she just took a break, but thank you to her as well. She was a big part to the jumping up of my channel. I have never seen her in like chats or anything, but whenever I emailed her, she'd always respond. Very, very, very friendly person. I like any media that has detailed universe and characters, and My Little Pony looks like it has that. Yeah, Ray, did you watch my reaction? It definitely has story building. And people said in the comments, Ray, if you didn't see on YouTube, people said in the comments that after like season 3, they realize they have an adult following, and they start really getting deep into story and like story building and lore. So it only gets better from here is what I'm told, because they realize they built an adult audience. But I'm curious to see. I'm definitely curious. I'm intrigued. You should react. Ray, how addicting is the theme song? I'm not gonna kid. It is like been in my head since I watched it. Like it starts off with like My Little Pony, My Little Pony, like the original from the 80s. And then all of a sudden it like dives hardcore into this like upbeat version where it's like My Little Pony and everything is fucking hyper insanity. I understand why kids like it, because it is just like crack for children. It is like a coke fueled adrenaline theme song. But I totally get it. But I like how it starts out with the original Little My Little Pony from the 80s.
What about Jesus is a friend of mine?
Jesus is a
friend of mine.
Oh my God.
Jesus is my friend.
Insanity.
I think you should do it.
I'll have to listen to it again.
You have to do a reaction to that video.
Well, I can't now. It's too late. I already saw it. I would have. I should have. I honestly should have.
I'm sorry. I showed it to you too soon.
Yeah, Ray. I literally was like sitting in the chair and I'm like talking to the camera and it's like My Little Pony and I'm like, oh, it's the original. And as I'm saying, oh, it's the original, it like has like a electric guitar and kicks in. It's like My Little Pony, da, 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 da. But it's like, so it's been in my head since I watched it. And I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoyed it. I want to get so famous on my Little Pony videos that I can walk into a brony convention and be like known by all. That'd be actually pretty funny if I actually like did so many reactions that I'm known in the brony community. You should react to the first video you did on your channel. Can you do that on a live stream? I guess I could, because I don't know, Ray. Actually, I don't know.
What's the
because the first video I ever did was episode 1 of The Wire, and I might get a strike for showing the video, even though it's my video. I have their video in my video, and it might be against. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it at some point, but that'd be funny. I stopped watching The Walking Dead when Negan started caving people's skulls in. Just thought it was too shock factor upsetting, to be honest. I enjoyed it up to that point. Jay Skills, I'm surprised. A lot of people said that, but I was curious how many people actually stopped watching. Once he caved in Yeah. Do you watch Walking Dead?
I stopped watching it when they fired the original writers,
When was that?
like the first season.
Oh.
It was like great, and then all of a sudden, like they fired the writers in like mid-season, and then it got really stupid, and I found like some of the characters were really annoying.
Well, what I might do, I might have Michelle, if she's willing. I might have her not binge watch Walking Dead, but maybe take like, I might bounce her around to key episodes, because we're like, when Walking Dead comes back on, we're like fanatics on Sundays about Walking Dead. So what I might do to catch her up to speed, rather than have her watch Walking Dead, because a lot of it is useless, a lot of you that watch it know that, I might have her watch like the top 10 episodes that get you back to like knowing what's going on, because I am very curious to see her reaction to a lot of things in that show. Knowing that she is familiar with it, there's probably like a handful of episodes that are like epic to watch reactions for, but I totally get Jay Skills. People said that. People were like, it got too shock factor, too like gore happy. Like the one episode you're talking about.
You can never be too gore happy.
Like, but for I agree because I love it, but I'm saying for like basic cable television,
Yeah.
like they went really far with a lot of things, like gore wise. And I get it and I love it and I want more of it, but like some people it's just too much, I guess. But it also is like some people are saying it was just for the sheer fact to like shock you. Like this is gonna happen and you're gonna be shocked, but it was like unnecessary. Rollin666, what's going on? Congrats on 3,000 subs. Rollin666, I do remember you, my friend. Cheers. Me and Michelle, cheers. Thank you for jumping in and giving me a little a little congrats, I should say.
I almost poured that on me.
I'm not lying. I'm a little intoxicated.
Me too.
We have had a bottle of champagne and a couple shots of whiskey. There's still some in here. There's actually about like a glass or two left.
Okay.
But yeah, we've had a bit to drink, and I don't know. I feel like I'm drunker. I haven't drank much in 2 weeks. We had like a little bit of a dinner thing at her house, and I had one drink since. But besides the shot last night, I feel like after not drinking for a week, it hit me hard. I stopped watching Walking Dead around the same time too. It was just kind of the last straw. I will tell you guys this, Jay Skills and Steph. I totally get what you're saying, and I was like only watching for the sheer fact that like it was like a show me and my mom shared together. But it gets so much better. The last season was one of the best seasons in 5, maybe longer years.
All the characters really annoyed me.
Well, now they basically...
I like the Asian kid, and that was the only one I liked.
I'm not going to tell you who dies and who doesn't, but they have added like half the characters are dead.
Yeah.
And half of them have been new, and the new ones they've added are a good time. So I would definitely say if you guys want to give a show another chance, I almost gave up on Walking Dead 2. I probably would have if it wasn't for me and my mom sharing it together, but it got so much better. I definitely recommend jumping back into it. I don't know where they're going, though. They took the mid-season break, and the mid-season break was very odd. I don't know if I like the direction the mid-season break took, but last season was pretty bang-up, good stuff. And the new movies are coming out this summer. They're starting to make Walking Dead movies starting this summer.
Interesting.
So they're going to start tying in a movie universe, kind of like Marvel's going to do with the Disney Plus. Glad it wasn't just me. I thought I was being a wimp, but yeah, it was gratuitous at one point. Jay Skills, I totally agree with you. And I love gratuitous gore and violence, but I totally get why people dropped it. It was a lot of just, like, the way Negan did the whole thing in that episode that you're speaking of, it was totally for shock factor. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. So I totally agree with why you weren't on board with it. Did you know Rick is British? Jay Skills, did you know Rick was British in real life?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that until I
forgot
saw
about that.
Talking Dead. But I watch...
Oh, Talking Dead.
Me and my mom will watch Walking Dead and then immediately after watch Talking Dead. So I only knew it because of Talking Dead, because he's on all the time.
Yeah.
There's also more British people. Like, Eugene talks very normal, but Eugene talked like a hick in the show. I feel like there's other people, too. Like, maybe Michonne? Is Michonne? Someone else is British in the show. I can't remember who it was, though. Are you going to want more champagne after that glass? I'm very excited to have Michelle. Just make sure you're going to react to Usual Suspects after this. I'm going to put you on camera. It's not going to be live. I'm just going to put you on camera, and I'll edit it up. But I'm going to be in the room. I'm just going to not be on camera because I don't want to give away. Or maybe if you want, I'll be on camera with you, but I'm just going to not say
You have
anything.
to sit right next to me.
All right,
I
I'll
don't
sit right
like
next to you.
being on camera by myself.
All right.
I'm camera shy.
Then I will sit. After this, we're going to do the Usual Suspects
You
reaction.
have to feed me more alcohol to do it
Yeah.
by myself.
I'll be on camera. I told you guys in the past, there's reaction videos where people are like, I've seen this before, but I want to see how this person reacts. And they'll literally just be like this. Like, you'll be watching the TV over there, and they'll just be watching them. And I'm like, it's so creepy. And people in the chat will be like, dude, stop watching her because all I can focus on is you being creepy. But
You creep you.
But yeah, Jay Skills, in case you weren't in the
Look, it's
room.
Benjamin Linus.
Oh my God, Benjamin Linus is on the. What is this? The season finale of what?
Or something
Is
with,
this the two Pope brothers or whatever it is?
I don't know, there's some Pope people, some devil.
What is going on?
I don't know. What is this?
Evil. See, oh, that's the new show. I thought it was the series finale. That's why I've never heard of it. Jay Skills, cool show. Evil. Jay Skills, you talking about Evil? We're watching the Grammys, by the way. Speaking of Walking Dead, I guess the new second spin-off seasons. Speaking of Walking Dead, I guess the new second spin-off series, Walking Dead Beyond World, is only going to be 2 seasons. Yeah, Rollin, people were talking about that like a couple weeks ago when I was talking about Walking Dead, that the spin-off is only going to be a short-lived thing. I don't know. It looks. I might check it out, but I've never seen Fear of the Walking Dead, so
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
right. I forgot about that
yeah.
show.
And I heard that got really good too. I knew Andrew Lincoln before Walking Dead. I was a fan of his UK show Afterlife. Never heard of Afterlife. Jay Skills, I just was going to mention Afterlife. I never heard of it. Lenny James Morgan is British. That's who it is, Steph. I knew it was somebody. Yes, Morgan is British. The black guy that has the staff. He was in season 1 with the
Yes, that was
In
the whole
real
thing.
life.
Like all of a sudden, like I was wondering where the heck he went because
Yeah.
you know
He does
the
come
first
back
like
later.
whole bunch of episodes were really really good, and then it got really stupid, and all the characters were dumb and really annoying.
Yeah, Morgan does come back
Yeah,
later.
no, I heard about that.
And he's so badass. And now
Yeah.
and then he eventually goes into Fear of the Walking Dead, so he crossovers into like the other show.
Ooh.
But that's right, Snatch is a great movie. Jay Skills, have you seen The Gentleman? Who here has seen The Gentleman? We gotta see that. The Gentleman just came. No,
I don't know what that is.
it just came out in theaters. Guy Ritchie, the guy that did Snatch, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, the British
Yeah.
gangster film guy.
Yeah.
Just came out with The Gentleman. Matthew McConaughey, Colin Farrell,
Oh wait, I think I saw
all
that
these
one. All
Hugh
these-
Grant, all these famous
Yes.
people, tons of famous people. And I heard it goes right back. Snatch, one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably seen it 100 times, maybe more. And it is in the same vein as that. So, you gonna go to bed or something?
I was gonna go. Snap.
You can go smoke a cigarette. I will allow this.
Okay.
I will be here.
Okay.
Michelle's going to go for a cig. I will be here.
Don't smoke. It's bad.
Lenny James, he was great in season 1 of Line of Duty too. That I don't know,
I
Jay
never heard of
Skills.
that show either.
Talking to Lenny James, Mr. Morgan.
I'm just gonna warm my bum on the heater again.
You have fun. I just realized the other day that Ben Linus, dad in Lost, is Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
What? What?
No way.
No. We were remember we were watching I was watching The Rocketeer and I said that John Locke was the bad guy.
Yeah. We
No.
were watching. Me and Michelle were watching Rocketeer on Disney Plus, and John Locke is the bad guy in Rocketeer. I cannot
He has
believe.
like a mustache.
Wait, Ray. I just realized that. Ray, there's no way. Ray, I'm remembering Uncle Rico. It's a different guy. Oh! Ben Linus's father. Yes, you're right. Okay, 100% Ray. I thought you meant Ben Linus. I had to read that twice. I just realized Ben Linus's dad. Okay, yes. Yes, I did know that, Ray. Ben Linus's dad, Michelle. Not Ben Linus. His dad, the Robert Workman. What's his name? Wait.
No idea.
Something Workman. What's his name? Someone in the chat tell me.
I don't know. No idea.
It's like something Workman. Charlie Workman or something. I'm mad that I don't know this right now.
I haven't even talked to
Yes.
And I need a lighter.
Here's Billie Eilish. The lighter's over here.
Right. I need that. Can you talk?
No, you
I'll
go
come get it.
get your goddamn. Roger Workman. I knew it was an R. Roger Workman. Roger Workman.
Where is it?
It was right there when I did the candle. Oh, did I? Where did I put it? Oh, over there, hon. In front of the, see, on the.
Oh, yes, I see.
Just watch the handle when you walk by. See the handle?
Yes, I see it. I'm not that
There we
intoxicated.
Roger Workman. I am mad at myself that I did not know that. I should have known that immediately. But, guys, next year, I don't know if I told you this. This year, I think it's the summer of this year, they're doing a 10-year anniversary of Lost in Hawaii.
What?
All the cast members are going,
What?
and they're having literally like a treasure hunt on the island. And I think
Can we go? Can we go?
it's $2,000 a person.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's really expensive.
But I want to go, and I might do it. I've talked to this live stream many times about this in the past. It is the 10th year anniversary of Lost
I was there when they were filming the last season.
in Hawaii.
Yeah, I was in Hawaii.
I've never been to Hawaii. It looks
Oh,
amazing.
Hawaii is really nice.
That's why I've always wanted to go to Hawaii anyway. So.
Honolulu is pretty damn awesome, and Pearl Harbor is really, really cool to like be there and see all the sights. It's pretty awesome. It's just beautiful. There's no bugs. There are no bugs in Hawaii.
No bugs.
No bugs. You can just sit outside and there's no bugs.
No bugs.
It's beautiful.
Is it? What time is it?
I don't know. It's 9:30.
Oh, so we haven't been out for a while.
Yeah. Well, I'll come back and we can.
All right.
We can. Sit
Michelle is going to go for a cig. You want to go? You want to go out front?
Yeah, I guess I'll just.
Okay. Michelle's going to go for a cig.
Oh, wait,
I'll be
just
here.
I'll go up back, 'cause then I can look at the stars.
Yeah.
Because all the
Just watch if it's wet, getting leaves and stuff.
I'll
Son
just
of
wear
a-
the shoes.
You dirty.
Yeah.
frickin'
I won't
bastard.
get dirty, I promise.
Yeah, but we'll probably stay on until about 10 o'clock because I don't want to get too drunk because I definitely want to have her react to Usual Suspects before she zones out. So, probably go for another 20 minutes or so. We got about a glass or two of champagne left. John Grease is the actor Monster Squad, Lost, and Terror Vision. I'm trying to think of who was on Lost. John, have you been watching? John Grease is the actor, Monster Squad. Who did he play? Who in Monster Squad or Lost did he play? I've seen all of those. I've seen Monster Squad, Lost, and Terror Vision. I'm trying to think of who you're talking about, though, because I can't zone in. And I haven't seen Terror Vision in forever. Have you been watching The Outsider on HBO? Solid series. I reacted to the trailer. Never posted it on the channel. Totally forgot. But I reacted to the trailer. Looked interesting. Jason Bateman. And you got the dude from Rogue One. What the hell was his name? Can't remember. But I got to check it out at some point. Ben Mendelsohn. Ben Mendelsohn was the name. The Wolfman in Monster Squad. Yes. All right, that's right. That I did. Yes. Ray, there's another one. Ben Linus's dad was the Wolfman in Monster Squad. I did know that too, but I didn't know you were referencing that. I thought you were referencing a different character. But yes, Terror Vision, was he the boyfriend? Because that was a long time ago. He might have been like the weird boyfriend or something. Lenny was also in Jericho, the post-apocalyptic show with Skeet Ulrich. Oh my God, that's right. Yes, he was. Yeah, Jericho. I actually really liked Jericho, and it was very short-lived. Line of Duty might be a good one for you in the future to react to. You'd like that show for sure. Aerosmith is doing a live concert right now on the Grammys, and they're singing "It's Living in the Fridge." It's living on the edge. I'm living in the fridge is Weird Al. He was the punk rock boyfriend in Terror Vision. That's what I thought, Rollin. I was correct. He was the boyfriend guy. I do remember that. That one I blanked out on, but as soon as you mentioned it, I pictured him in my head. But very good, very deep cuts we got here. And Lost, yeah, he was, the Roger Workman. Mr. Rollins 666, your knowledge goes deep, my friend. show punk rock. I'm reading the same comment again. He was the punk rock boyfriend. So now Aerosmith is doing a concert. I might turn this off. Not for nothing. The Grammys is pretty boring. Even Aerosmith, I think he just made out with Lizzo or somebody. I'm going to put back Guardians. I love Guardians. I turned off Guardians because I thought I'd see some crazy Kobe stuff. I have a great pitch for a Lost reboot. Give it to me. Rollin, give it to me. I love some Lost. I was saying before, do you guys think they'll ever bring Lost back? I honestly think they'll do it in a reboot. I really think that at some point they will put Lost into a reboot. They could easily. Hurley has done nothing. Ben Linus is on a show, but I don't know. I feel like they could do Ben and Hurley and Walt. That's how they had, like, after the show ended, they had like a little like YouTube video or something, like a separate thing. And I feel like they could do Walt, Hurley, and Ben running the island, have all new characters, sort of have the same thing happen again. I would totally be into it. You might have missed my answer about movie reactions earlier. I've watched them, and they seem kind of pointless, especially if you can only do 10 minutes. Steph, I did miss the reaction. My apologies. I did miss that, and that's what I thought. I'm thinking, like, how much of the movie can you get unless you've already seen it? You just want to see, like, a mind-blowing reaction. Like, that's why I'm doing Usual Suspects, because that is, like, an all-time great. And the fact that she's a movie buff and has never seen it, guys, she's outside smoking right now, so she doesn't know. But how funny is it that she thinks it could be the following people that I mentioned before? I didn't want, you guys can write in the chat because I'm the only one that sees it. But hold up 1 second. Give me 1 second. I just want to see something. All right, guys. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't listening in. But, yeah, she walked out of the room, just to get you guys on page with me. She walked out of the room during The Usual Suspects when Benicio del Toro died. She went out for a cigarette. So, like, she didn't know.
What?
And, what?
What happened? What I missed?
The Grammys. You missed the whole Grammys.
Oh, no.
Everything has ended.
No.
But anyway.
This is why.
No, I
told
put
you
Guardians
we
back
should've- Okay, good. This is why I told you we should have eaten before you.
We're all good.
We're great.
The Moon, congrats. The Moon, I remember you in chats. We're gonna be on for till 10 o'clock, guys.
That
We're gonna
sounds
go.
good.
We're gonna go till 10 o'clock. We're gonna have some more drinks. We'll do a send-off shot, or at least I will.
Oh, wait. We should do a shot for Kobe Bryant.
A shot, I will do.
I mean, not a shot. I mean, a toast.
A cheers?
A toast. A cheers.
This one, guys,
Kobe Bryant
to Kobe Bryant, who, if you didn't know earlier, passed away from a helicopter crash. Insanity. So this one is for
Yeah,
Kobe on
Kobe
my
Bryant.
live stream. Cheers. That's insane that I will always remember it because it's on the 1 year anniversary. Seen any, oh, we got another one. Congrats from Australia.
Ooh, Australia.
Can you pronounce that, or do you not even want to butcher that name?
Wait. Hassaneen Hadari.
Hassaneen Hadari. Did
I
she
say
get it
that
right? Michelle, get it? I mean, sorry if we're butchering, but it's Hassaneen Hadari.
We also are a little bit drunk.
And we're also a little drunk. Seen any A24 films? The Moon, many. Name the ones. It was Midsommar. Was that one A24? I was just watching so many A24. A24 makes really good stuff, but I always blank out on which ones are A24. I know they make good stuff, though, because we've had chats like this and people have mentioned them. A24 is a production company that makes horror movies. Michelle's not a big horror movie person.
I like old school, like 80s, cheesy, gory, like campy horror.
Lost spoiler. I thought the episode with Hurley and the mental hospital would have been a better ending when the nurse sees the photo of them on the island. Yeah, totally. I agree with you there.
I don't remember that one. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen it because I used to watch it live every week.
You
I used to binge watch it on Netflix, and then so I could get caught up with the current seasons, and then I watched like the last 3 seasons live.
Were you talking about why they were doing a Prince tribute earlier? I think it's because he just Steph said Prince just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. That makes sense, Prince.
Makes sense.
Prince. That makes sense, Prince. That makes sense, Steph. A cruise ship crashes on the island. We open up an eye of the Korean. Wait, what? This is Rollins' pitch for the next Lost. Rollins said he's got a pitch idea to reboot Lost.
But wait. They already have that show Manifest. It's kind of like similar.
Well, we didn't. Did you read it? I didn't read it yet.
Hold on. Wait.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay, wait. A cruise ship crashes on the island.
Well, let me read it.
No, I want to read it. I want to read it.
Well, I gotta read it to the people.
I'm reading it to the people.
All right, go ahead.
A cruise ship crashes on the island. We open up on the eye of a Korean girl handcuffed in the basement of the sinking ship with a speaking blaring system failure. It's Jin, so Sun and Jin's daughter. Interesting.
It's Jin So. Isn't it? Wasn't it Sujin? Wasn't his daughter's name Sujin? It's Jin So, Sun and Jin. You're
interesting.
Rollin, you're saying Jin So. Wasn't it Sujin? I thought it was Sujin was their daughter. I could be wrong. I'm not exactly sober right now. But what happened? See, that's what I was thinking. You could take all the kids. That's what my theory. Like you're thinking the same way as me, Rollin. Desmond and Penny have a kid.
Desmond.
They have a kid.
The Constant.
Claire has a kid.
My friend has a T-shirt where it was the Constant and it was Desmond and
Penny.
No, it wasn't Penny. There was some Desmond.
Daniel Faraday.
Yes.
Daniel Faraday.
And there was a DeLorean.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Daniel...
And it said the Constant on it, and there was a DeLorean time machine. It was actually a really cool T-shirt.
But yeah, the Desmond and Penny have a kid. Claire has a kid.
Not Penny's boat.
The Sun and Jin have a kid. There's a lot of kids. I'm probably missing one or two. But there's a lot of younger people.
What happened to
We
Walt?
got Walt, Ben, and that's what I say when you're outside. Walt, Ben, and Hurley are alive at the end of the season. Of the end of the series, they're still alive and they're running the island. So you could have Ben, Walt, and Hurley running things. You could have Sun's kid teaming up with like Desmond. Desmond's kid's name is Charlie. Charlie that died.
Yes.
So you could have them like team up and come back. This is my favorite part. They're doing
Cherry Bomb.
Oh, Cherry Bomb. I was gonna say Barracuda. I'm thinking of Charlie's Angels. Barracuda.
Barracuda.
The only way they can improve Lost would be with Muppets. Lost Muppets Take the Island. That'd be ridiculous. Insanity at its best.
I would like to see Chef and what's the
The Swedish Chef.
Yes.
Hurdy-furdy. Yeah, the Swedish Chef. I dig the Swedish Chef. But yeah, no, Lost is one of my favorites. Ryan, I'm surprised Ryan's not in the chat, but Ryan lives in Scotland. Scotland, Ryan. He's always in my football ones. Every Sunday he's in my football. But maybe because it's not football related, I can't. I mean, he's probably sleeping. I'm pretty sure it's
it's pretty late.
3 in the or later. Probably like 6
it's like, what, 5 or 6 hours
yeah,
ahead?
yeah.
I
They're
think
like
it might be 6 hours ahead.
yeah. So how about The Crow with Brandon Lee?
Oh, that was a good movie.
Crow with Brandon Lee was good stuff. The movie where he got accidentally killed.
That
That's
was
where
really sad.
Yeah, but I heard they're remaking that too. I could be wrong.
They shouldn't. They should just leave it alone.
I heard they're remaking The Crow. They made so many sequels without.
Yeah,
it
I know, but they should just leave it alone. Oh my God, it's Ronan. He's the guy from the guy who plays Ronan is also in Halt and Catch Fire. And
Someone said that. They were all talking about it in the
yeah,
chat.
I can't remember his name though. I can never remember his name.
She is rescued by a name who turns out to be Aaron, who has issues from being raised by his crazy mother. 20 years have passed. Something has happened to Hurley. He has been taken, and an old evil is coming. Rollin, I totally agree. You brought in Aaron. Aaron is Claire's kid from Lost.
That's right.
Aaron is Claire's kid. I totally agree with that. They could totally do it with the kids. I don't know if that was their intent, but they had enough babies and children pop up where they could easily do
I
that.
feel like that show Manifest is like a lot like Lost. It's on NBC.
Yeah, my parents watched it. I never.
Okay.
I caught like the half of the first episode.
Okay, yeah, where they just disappear, like they're flying and
Yeah.
they land, but 5 years went by, so they went through some sort of time warp.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when I saw it. I just never. I think I saw it.
I want to know.
once. Of what you want to know what it is? What's
yeah,
going on?
I want to know what's going on.
That's like what Lost was. Lost was
Yeah.
like you want to know, so they kept you hanging for
Yeah,
6
and there
years.
were so many questions they didn't answer. Like what
Yeah, like-
what was the smoke monster?
Well, we know what the smoke monster was. It was the guy,
Which guy?
the man in black. That's why I say you got to rewatch it because you tell me a lot of
It
things.
just doesn't make any sense.
Well, they explained it if
Apparently
you watch
that
it
was
again.
a credit card machine. Is the sound that they used for the smoke
Was it
monster.
really?
Yes.
That's what I was saying. The other day you were telling me things, and I'm like, you need to rewatch it because I was as equally confused. I used to watch it live every week, and I was equally as confused. And then after watching it a second time, you start understanding more. But
I
they
watched
explain.
like a whole bunch of episodes, like again, like the original ones, but still, like I don't know.
They do explain a lot of it.
I don't know. I feel like they left a lot of things out.
They did leave a lot out though. Walt, they never explain Walt. I watched it 100 times over. They never explain
Nope.
Walt. They did explain on the show.
It
I
was
mean,
really, really good in the first couple seasons, and then it started to get a little kind of out there.
like around season 4 is when it got weird because that was the writer's strike.
Yeah.
But season 3 was really. I loved everything. I still love it all. But season 4 is when it's after season 4 is when it got weak because the writer's strike.
Yeah.
But they do say in a behind the scenes thing, not on the show, that the reason they did away with Walt is because they
He was
said
getting older.
he aged
Yeah.
so fast.
Which
That-
makes sense. It's really hard
Yeah.
when you're filming with a kid who ages.
And they didn't have like
even if they're having issues with the Stranger Things,
Exactly.
you're filming that because the kids are aging.
yeah, the
That's the
Stranger
hard part
Things
with kids.
kids. They have de-aging and stuff like that. But back when Lost was out, they didn't have the technology. So they said Walt aged way too quick, and they basically killed him off because they had 100 other things to answer, and Walt kind of got in the way. But now that he's an adult, you could do like a time jump and have
Yeah.
Walt involved.
Exactly.
Like the weirdest thing to me was when in season 2, when they kidnapped Walt, and then he was doing the whole thing where like all the birds were flying into the walls and stuff. Like
I don't remember that, but I
there was-
remember they had those like like the girl and the guy. That it was like basically the episode had no purpose. It was a guy and a girl, and they ended up dying at the end, or they were digging their own graves or
Yeah.
something. It was
Oh,
really
yeah,
stupid.
that was-
I don't remember what that was about. But I
that
just
was
remember it was, like,
that was a
pointless episode.
standalone movie that had a standalone episode.
Yeah, it was so stupid. It was like, why? Like you just wasted an hour of my time.
Ben Linus is the new crazy person, living by himself like Rousseau, the French woman, but he is trying to walk the path of being a good person. You could bring back Walt and go into why he was special. I dig all of it, but I don't know if I dig the part with Ben turning crazy. But I guess that
He
could
was
happen.
already crazy.
But I mean, like Rousseau crazy, the French woman. Rousseau was the French woman that got stuck on the
She
island.
was cool. I
But
liked her.
I mean, they could make it work. They definitely could make it work. Enough time's gone by. Desmond's time jumping episode was my favorite episode. That is the
I love
Constant.
Desmond. Yes,
Yeah.
the Compton. That's why I was talking
One of the
about
best
future.
episodes ever.
Yeah.
That's why when people were talking about Barry being like one of the best episodes in TV history, I'm like, there are like so many good episodes of Lost. I would not make that claim.
Sorry, I'm making a mess.
You have your slippers inside my slippers?
I do. I didn't even realize when.
The guy's name was Paulo. Yes, Paulo. Paulo was the one that buried with the diamonds. Rousseau and Alex were my favorite characters. Ben Line. Oh, I already read all that. Yeah.
And Groot.
What was the girl's name? It was Paulo and Christina or something. The people that died in the diamond
Yeah, no,
episode.
the girl's name was Paolo.
No, Paulo was the
Oh,
guy.
Paolo. No.
Paulo
okay,
was
got
the
it.
Spanish guy that she was like
Yes.
seducing.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Russo and Alex were very interesting characters.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that the Moon is saying their favorite character. They weren't my favorite, but I definitely liked them.
I like Kate. She was my favorite. She was a survivor.
But all right, guys, 5 more minutes. We're gonna do 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna call it a night. We did a 2-hour live stream. Honestly, I can't believe it went by that quick.
I know.
We've been on for 2 hours. I popped on at 8 o'clock. So do about 5 more minutes. We'll finish these glasses. Then I'm going to have Michelle watch Usual Suspects, the end, so she can react. And then I'll chop it up at some point this week just so you guys could get the full impression of the whole thing. But any more questions? Anything you guys want to say or do? I think it's, I can't see. What time does that clock say? Is that 56?
9:56.
All right. So we got under 4 minutes. John Moxley. What was this, AEW or something? But I thank all you guys. Yeah, it's AEW. AEW wrestling is becoming pretty big, or at least making a name for itself. But I think we'll save that. Taking any review requests. Give it to me, the Moon. I love watching things. So give me some requests. What do you got? Movie review requests. Yeah, give me some. I definitely want
to start watching The Last Unicorn this morning, but we didn't finish it.
Yeah, we started watching The Last Unicorn, 80s movie. Never seen it. We got about, maybe I got a quarter through and I fell asleep.
No, I was like halfway.
But I definitely dig the animation style. It's like that old school The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings stuff. But I also, I got to watch The Gentleman. The Gentleman looks good. We watched The Color of Space last night.
Yeah, that
Me
was
and Michelle
really
watched The Color of
it was
Space.
Like Nick Cage being himself.
H.P. Lovecraft, Nicolas Cage. Very crazy movie. It wasn't like the greatest thing ever, but it was definitely like very trippy and enjoyable.
I fell asleep. First one movie was over. So I have to watch the last bit.
You can even explain the people shooting at Sawyer when he was time jumping. You find out that the smoke monster was part of a bigger evil lurking in the belly of the island. Ron, I would totally dig that. Michelle even said they don't dive too deep into the smoke monster. They explain him, but they don't like really go into how he is and stuff. So they definitely could go more with that. Suggestions, The Moon. I want to watch Dr. Sleep, but I don't think I'll get it in tonight. Annihilation with Natalie Portman. I saw it, The Moon. I saw Annihilation. Very awesome sci-fi fantasy movie. I don't know if you've seen it, but very cool on Netflix. Very cool stuff. Dr. Sleep. We're back. All right, guys. My bad. Are we back? All right, we're good. I didn't expect to be on that long. I'm going to wait till people jump in the room. I didn't expect it to be on this long, and I totally didn't plug my phone in. I had like 70%. I can't believe 70% got charged down in 2 hours. We'll stay on for another like 5 minutes. Hey, guys, jumping back in. Hello, hello, hello. I was literally about to be like, it's 10 o'clock, we'll say goodbye, and the phone died. It literally missed by 30 seconds. So I didn't plug my phone in because I thought I wouldn't be on for 2 hours first, and I thought 70% was enough to go plenty of time. But whoever jumped back in, I appreciate everything over the last year. We're going to just drink a toast. But I'll wait till more people come in. Who's in here right now? I know there's people. Daniel D's here. I know that. I see Daniel D. Metaphor. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, people probably thought we were leaving. It was like 30 seconds away from the goodbye. So I see there's five or six of you still in here. It was going to be a goodbye anyway. So The Moon, looking forward to another year. Still here. Ray's here. Daniel D. I don't know if The Moon and Steph and Rollins 666 are still here. But if you guys are still here, this is our final goodbye. I didn't want to do it after the phone kicked off, but we're getting a little drunk and I want her to react. So cheers. Thank you for 1 year of watching, and I will give you more years. We'll get a lot of shows out. Cheers to everybody. And I will see you guys next week, Super Bowl. Super Bowl, you'll be here?
I'll be here.
Super Bowl. We'll be watching the Super Bowl next week, live, streaming. probably jump on like 30, 40 minutes before so we can like talk and be rowdy. So, cheers, Daniel D.
Next week's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, right. Like we haven't drank. This is the first time I drank like all week, pretty much, besides dinner when we had a drink. So, good night to everybody. I see some people are jumping in. We're gonna call it a night. I got the phone back on, but it's like running on empty. So, have a good night, Daniel D, Ray, Steph, Rollin, the Moon, whoever else is still in here. Ryan, if you're jumping in. Have a good night. I'll talk to you guys later in the chat. Toodles, madoodles.
Toodles, my doodles.